As many of you guys know, the Game Awards took place last Thursday, and while a lot of people tune in to see what game wins what award, what wins Game of the Year, a lot of us just kind of tune in to see what the gaming industry is cooking up. Honestly, it felt like too many things were being shown too fast, like at the beginning of the show. Like in the first 2 hours, it felt like they just dumped everything in front of our face, and then the last half of the show felt like it dragged on for another 2 hours for no reason. But you know, that's another story for another time. Today I'm gonna get into the 3 announcements that really caught my eye. From the Game Awards, there was a total of 13 games that I was excited to see, but majority of them were just like updates on games that we already seen before, like Hellblade, Final Fantasy VII, and Metaphor, which is like one of my most anticipated games. But before we get into this, I'm gonna raise my cup and shake it. Please leave a like, comment, share. Consider subscribing to the channel if you like this type of video. Starting off, continuing the trend of RPG fans eating good, Visions of Mana visually looks stunning. When this game first showed up on the screen, I legit thought it was Dragon Quest, but no, it's another entry in the Mana series. And from the trailer and the little bit that we saw, it looks like they took the combat of the Mana series, the open worldness of a game like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, and was just like, let's go crazy. Now, whether this game is going to be fully open world or an open zone based game, kind of like what Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be, we don't know yet. Whatever style it is, I am all for it. I love adventuring in video games. I love exploring fast lands and finding secrets. Give me all of that. This second game is from Ikumi Nakamura's new studio Unseen called Kamuri. If you don't know who Ikumi Nakamura is, she is an artist that did artwork on Okami, Bayonetta, Evil Within series, and was the creative director of Ghostwire Tokyo. You might also remember her from her energetic presentation of Ghostwire Tokyo from E3 2019. From the teaser trailer, Kamuri hooked me with the art direction alone. The setting seems to be a Tokyo-inspired big city. The characters look really cool. They're just flying all over the city with swords and other weapons of the sort. And then closer to the end, you see mysterious creatures that are unseen to the human eye. And after I got done watching the trailer for the 3rd time, I decided to look at social media and their website for more info on the game. Basically, you're in this city where mysterious unseen creatures are, or yokai, and you're a yokai hunter. Your job is going to be to defeat and capture yokai to fight even larger threats that happen in the game. So far, that's all the info we have. Also on the website, it confirms some form of multiplayer, as it says you can do this either solo or with friends. As of right now, this game has no date, and I don't think that this studio has a publisher, so somebody scooped them up so I can play this video game. I think the final announcement that caught everybody's attention was Sega coming with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 games that they're bringing back from the past. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm not necessarily surprised to see Jet Set Radio get another game. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk recently did well in sales, and I would assume somebody saw what was leading up to that game's release and was just like, there's clearly a demand for this, we can make another one. A very similar thing could be said about Streets of Rage. The beat 'em up genre is coming back, with Streets of Rage even having its own game coming out in 2020. River City Girls having, I think, 2 or 3 games in that time span, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles recently had Shredder's Revenge. The real surprises of this trailer were follow-ups to Shinobi, Golden Axe, and even Crazy Taxi. To put this in perspective of why this is crazy, Shinobi has not had a release since 1989. That's 34 years. For a mainline Crazy Taxi game, it's been 21 years since 2002. What's surprising is the youngest game of all of them is Golden Axe, which had a game in 2008 on the PS3 and 360 called Golden Axe Beast Rider, but that's still been 15 years ago. Getting even just one of these announcements would have just been insane, but 5 at one time, I don't think that's ever happened in video game history. And that was only what we were shown. There was an and more at the end of the trailer, and we already know that there is talks of a virtual fighter being worked on, and I wouldn't be surprised if a 3D Sonic game is being worked on at the moment. this year is the 25th anniversary of the original Sonic Adventure game, and next year Sonic 3 the movie is coming out, and that's based on Sonic Adventure 2, or at least I think it's based on Sonic Adventure 2, because why else Shadow would be there? Either way, it's just good to see Sega come out with something that's not just Sonic and Yakuza. They're having a real resurgence, and I'm here for it. And yeah, those were my 3 biggest takeaways from the Game Awards. But what about you? Let me know what your favorite moment was in the comments below. As always, thanks for listening to me ramble about video games. Thanks for clicking on the video, and I'll see you guys next time.